Oh, right. You want me to do this. Greetings, this is the Reckoning Reviewer here, and I just fucking hate this movie. I know you have a lot of questions from just that statement, like, what could possibly be so bad about this movie that I'm pissed off before I even start the review? I'll tell you what it is. Captain America, the First Avenger! But before we get into the shitty movie, let's talk about the Avengers. The Avengers is no doubt one of the greatest movies of all time, as not only did it accomplish so much for superhero movies and movies in general, but it's possibly the first film in history to have had 5 films made to build up to this epic film. The first was Iron Man, being that Iron Man is the most important member of the Avengers, being its leader, and the most marketable. His film caught us off guard when an after credits scene showed that an Avengers movie was upon us. So the next movies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe will build up for the Avengers. We have the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, and Thor. But with 4 great build-up movies, there is always one bad one. This was it. Captain America, the First Avenger. You might be surprised to learn this, but this is my most hated superhero movie, and one of my most hated movies in general. It's terribly written, performed, directed, and shot. We all know who is to blame for this terrible asshole of a film. Joe Johnston. Or as I like to call him, Joe Sucks Johnsons. Joe Johnston used to be a highly respected special effects artist. He worked on the original Star Wars trilogy and 2 Indiana Jones movies, but one day he decided he wanted to be a director. The only problem is, he couldn't direct shit, he made it with his own ass. He's one of the worst directors of all time in my opinion, as he has a track record of god-awful crap fests that ruin anything they touch. Jumanji shamed Robin Williams, October Sky is a really offensive crap pile, Jurassic Park 3 almost destroyed the Jurassic Park franchise, Hidalgo took a major toll on Viggo Mortensen's career, and the Wolfman remix destroyed a classic monster story. So what do you think they could possibly do to something that no one liked in the first place? To make it the absolute worst film he made. Well, I'd be all too happy to tell you exactly what he does to make this movie horrible, but I have a review to do that. This is Captain America, the Worst Avenger. So the film begins in the Arctic, with some explorer team who found a giant ship in the ice. They go inside and find something frozen.
Christ! I was frozen today!
I don't care what time it is. This one's waited long enough.
Okay, I think Johnston needs to read filmmaking for dipshits. I'm sure it has a section that says, never spoil your movie in the first 3.5 minutes! And we've come across a major Joe Johnston fetish, putting things in the past, which is something he does to excuse the fact that his movie is bad. Crap is crap, no matter when it takes place. Anyway, this church is under attack by... whatever. Speak up! I can't hear your dialogue without mumbling! So the church gets attacked by Bob the Builder, and... wait a minute, that tank is too big to have existed back then!
It has taken me a long time to find this place.
No. No, 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 no! Hugo Weaving, no! Why did you agree to being in this shit? You're a great actor! You deserve better than a role that requires a fake German accent! You were Megatron, Elrond, Mr. Smith, V, and a sheepdog before this. Yes, a fucking talking animal is a better role than Red Skull. So, it's impossible to even attempt saying his real name. Red Skull pushes over the lid of the coffin and finds, say it with me, Megatron,
The cube.
but it's the fake cube, and the real one is behind a wall that's designed rips off Lord of the Rings. How did Hugo Weaving not catch that? No one can miss such a big ripoff like that. Where is the cube? Oh, Hugo, what? I think I did great on that line. This movie takes place in World War II, so I need a German accent from you. But my German accent is terrible. I'll give you a raise. Fine. Wait a minute, that wall's ripping off Lord of the Rings! So Red Skull finds the real cube, and the scene with the tomb is completely pointless now.
You will plan!
I already have.
I think that was a clever acknowledgement of his career, so Hugo must know how much this movie sucks already. So next we go to New York, where we see the second Joe Johnston finish, an overuse of CGI to cover up the crappy quality of his films.
Rogers, Stephen.
Oh god, that CGI body is terrible. It makes his head the size of a watermelon by comparison. So this is our stupid main character, Steve Rogers, who is a creepy CGI bubblehead in this movie.
What'd your father die of?
Mustard gas.
Oh, and he has the most annoying dialogue of any character you will ever find. In fact, let's count how much terrible dialogue he says.
Look, just give me a chance.
So it's shown that he has more health problems than a homeless drug addict, and so they reject him. So later at a crappy movie within a crappy movie, Rogers gets into a fight with a raging moviegoer, and because he's so annoying, he gets the crap beat out of him. That's exactly what I want to do to the actor who abandoned his role as the Human Torch for this shitty role.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
But the second most stupid character, Sucky Bucky, comes in and beats up the dude.
Sometimes I think you like getting punched.
God, that is some terrible acting right there. Who is his coach? Tommy Wiseau? Oh, and while we're insulting terrible actors here... So they go to the Stark Expo in a vain attempt to tie into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Too vain. Everything here looks too futuristic. If Iron Man had the entire planet in a futuristic view, it'd be acceptable. But with this technology in the 1940s, it does not fit! And it is here that we meet the only actor who is trying in this movie. Whatever his name is. Howard Stark.
What if I told you that in just a few short years, your automobile won't even have to touch the ground at all?
I'd say bullshit because it's not modern day yet! But Crapstain Rogers, being the big-headed idiot that he is, wants to enlist in the army again. There must be a lot of room in that big head of his because they must have forgotten to add the brain!
This isn't a back alley, Steve. It's war. It's okay to fight. There's so many important jobs. What are you going to do? Yes. My little red wagon.
Factory, Bucky. Bucky, come on. They're down their lives.
Shut up already! You don't have to have a standoff to see which one of you is the worst actor! You'll get the Razzie either way!
Don't do anything stupid until I get back.
How can I? Taking all the stupid with you.
No, there's still a great amount of stupid with you! God, that is some terrible CGI right there. So in the testing room, this awkward bit happens. What the hell are you?
Do you want to kill Nazis?
Is this a test?
Yes.
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies. Where are they from?
Just shut the f*** up, you twiggy little bitch! So somehow the old guy passes him, and he becomes a member of the army. So in his lair in the mountains, Red Skull and his minion, who I will call Dr. Pigface, are trying to test the powers of the cube. What the hell is that? Apparently it worked. No, I'm not buying it. We need more explanation! God damn, it's another bobblehead shot! So we meet Agent Carter, whose tits can't save her from this terrible movie.
What's with the accent, Queen Victoria? Thought I was signing up for the U.S. Army.
F*** you, racist asshole! Good punch! Now go punch the other terrible actors in this movie, and then punch Johnston!
I can see that you are breaking into candidates. That's good. Get your ass up out of that dirt and stand in that line of attention until somebody comes and tells you what to do.
How many careers does this movie want to destroy? How dare you try to destroy Tommy Lee Jones's career to the point where Two-Face looks like a good role? In fact, he looks so depressed with this role. I think he knows that this movie is going to suck, and it hurts even more since his role in Men in Black 3 isn't very big. Look at this scene.
We are going to win this war because we have the best men.
How could this happen?
What kind of crap did I sign up for?
And because they're going to get better.
So we get a montage of Rogers sucking at being a soldier, to the point where he has to cheat to get an unreachable flag. When it fell, it should have fallen on his head and killed him!
Look at that. He's making me cry.
That, and the fact that your career has hit a new low in this movie. I'm sorry. So Jones throws a grenade at the soldiers, and Rogers tries to commit suicide to get out of this terrible movie, but the grenade doesn't work for some reason. I think Rogers depressed it with terrible dialogue. I would have loved to see that grenade explode.
Grenade!
Let's watch this city burn from the skylines on top of the world.
This is why Iron Man is the leader of the Avengers. Because he's such a major badass, he would have just kicked the grenade and blew up the guy who threw it at him.
Is this a test?
He's still skinny.
And he still can't act. Next we see the old guy and Rogers talking about how Red Skull became himself in this terribly edited sequence. Ang Lee's Hulk has better editing! So he chooses Rogers as a guinea pig for his steroids.
Whatever happens tomorrow, you must promise me one thing. It's that you will stay who you are.
You mean you want an annoying bobble-headed bitch who can't act? What the hell is wrong with you?
To the little guys.
Innuendo!
Alright, we'll drink it after.
What the f***? I think we've gotten into serious mind territory here.
I know this neighborhood. I got beat up in that
Shut up! Shut up!
in that parking lot.
Shut up! Shut the hell up!
Behind that diner. You start running, they'll never let you stop. Stand up, push back. Can't say no forever, right? I guess I just don't know why you'd want to join the army. For a woman.
This is so painful! Shut him up, please! You see, we're only 30 minutes into this movie, and he has said 53 annoying lines of dialogue!